Hey y'all, hi! Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely, wonderful day so far. My name is Mandy and it is officially sweater weather season. We just got our very first frost a couple of nights ago, so I thought that it would be very appropriate to talk about some brand new budget-friendly cashmere pieces from Quince. I don't know if y'all remember, but I first featured this brand on my channel, I'm thinking like a year ago, maybe a little bit less. It's been a good long while, but if you haven't yet seen that video and would like to, I will leave a link to it right up here somewhere. I finally got it right. I mean, technically, you really don't have to go back and watch that video because we're going to be revisiting several of the pieces that I featured in that video. We're also going to talk about how they withstood my merciless wear and tear over time, and also try on and discuss the new things. So let's get into it. Okay, y'all. So first, we're going to be talking about the Quince Mongolian Cashmere Sweaters. I see that those tend to be like a point of convergence here and understandably a bestseller on their website. And having almost a whole entire year to kind of study and reflect on these sweaters, it's understandable why they have such a cult following. I mean, they're incredibly soft, they're breathable, they're insulating without being smothering somehow. It's kind of an oxymoron, but somehow it works. I mean, huge points, especially coming from somebody who before this brand had never even remotely owned anything quite so luxe. So it was something that I have eaten up and I could get used to this. So these sweaters retail for $59 for grade A Mongolian cashmere. And from what I understand, from what I've been taught, grade A cashmere is like the highest grade that you can go. I honestly didn't know a whole lot about cashmere before I posted my last video, and y'all like really educated me in that video in the comment section. I didn't even realize that you could wear cashmere in the summertime. So I had picked up 2 cashmere sweaters in that video and worn them constantly this past summer. And honestly, it was kind of refreshing. I felt so weird wearing cashmere in the summer, but it was nice. And they've just held up beautifully, like no complaints, no issues. So originally I got this one in this wonderful like everyday heathered gray. That rhymes. And then I got this one in the oatmeal, and this one probably is going to look a lot more familiar because I've worn it sitting down here on camera several times. This sucker here has been rode hard, okay? She's had a lot of love and a lot of life, and if I'm being 100% real, she's definitely showing some signs of wear and tear, way more than the gray, but she's been worn a lot more than the gray. But through all that, no snags, no defects, no pilling, no issues, just outstanding. And she still has a full life ahead of her. And most recently, I was sent the black cashmere sweater to review in the same 3X sizing. So if you're unfamiliar with their extended sizes, like the 3X is considered like a size 22, I'm thinking, but it runs a little bit on the small side. So if you want something a little bit more big and billowy, definitely size up. But from what I understand or what I'm gathering, there's been some like revamping or reformulation in the weaving of the cashmere sweaters, and the black one is definitely a little bit different and it's improved in a lot of ways, and I'm going to show you how. So if you look closely at the material, I'm going to have the oatmeal on the left, I'm going to have the gray in the middle. Those both are going to be the oldest, so those have not been reformulated at all. And then I'm going to have the newest and reformulated version, which is the black, all the way to the right. And I'm not really sure if you could tell on camera because the black is just so inky black, but it's a little bit like cleaner. Maybe the weaving is a little bit crisp. It's definitely more plush to the touch. Like this sucker is like whipped cream. It's just so nice. Whipped cream sounds really good right now. And I do think the black was a great addition to my closet because when it comes to like the fall and winter times, I tend to sort of gravitate towards the darker, more moody color palettes, you know what I'm talking about? And this just fits very nicely in my closet. But nonetheless, I am very happy to report that the Quince Cashmere Sweaters are not just a pretty face, they actually hold up with a good price tag. Snap, snap. Okay, moving on. Now we're going to be talking about the $59 organic cotton Fisherman sweater on the Quince website. And this one is like wearing a warm weighted blanket. So cozy, so stout, and it has withheld my abuse from wearing. So if y'all don't remember, this is what they look like. I got an ivory and a camel, and I enjoyed these immensely, especially during the Arctic blast that we had last year. I think it was like 10 degrees or something crazy in North Alabama, and this is definitely built for like the cold weather folks. So the Pacific Northwest, the Midwest, the Northeast, you know, those style of winters where you get a lot of snow. This is for you. I feel like I couldn't enjoy these sweaters for as long as I wanted to because I live in like the most confused weather state that there ever was, okay? It's like really, really cold, frosty in the morning, and then it's gonna be like 88 degrees in the afternoon. What is happening? We don't know. My only real complaint about this sweater, and it's not really this sweater specifically, it's like all the extended sizing across the board, is that I wish the sizing was a lot more like size inclusive. Like, why stop at a 3X, which is like a size 22? I feel like when it comes to the sweaters, like for me, the bigger the sweater, the better. But I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on the topic down in the comment section down below. I could be completely off base. It's just sort of a personal thing, but on my channel, I try to stay very consistent when it comes to my size. So I try to stay anywhere between like an 18 to a 20, but my weight fluctuates big time. So especially during this season where I'm really liking my cooking, but I just think, you know, more sizes, the better, you know? So in my last Quince video, I mentioned that I was on the hunt for their cashmere cardigans. Like, my spidey senses were out for the cashmere cardigans. That is something that I desperately needed. For the most part, my cardigan collection consisted of pretty much Shein type of stuff. So you know what I'm talking about? Like that fast fashion, really cheap acrylic stuff that you wash once and then you never want to wear outside of the house again. That's basically what I had going on. So that was until I got this bad boy. And if this isn't like the granddaddy grandpa cardigan of my dreams, I don't know what is. This is just like a weighted squishmallow. You know what I'm talking about? Those like squishy marshmallow toys that you can get at like Walmart or CVS or something. They're like chunky and robust. This is like a prized possession material. Like, somebody wants to come in and steal something, take whatever the hell you want, just don't take my squishmallow cardigan, okay? Or my family members or my fur babies, but everything else is game. And I also picked this one up in a size 3X, and it is very generously sized. So if you are a layering girly like I am, this is gonna give you a lot of room to do that. Or you could just wear it with a simple tank, especially with the weather as it is right now. Cold in the morning and then like super warm in the afternoon. This one, unfortunately, is going to be a little bit more on the pricier side. So it's going to run you about $159-ish. But in my opinion, it is 100% worth it. But they do have a 365-day return policy. So overall, y'all, I can definitively say that Quince is a brand that got it going on. Like, trying stuff and then reevaluating it after a year. Everything is in still good standing. The prices were great. They haven't raised their prices. It's ethically sourced, and they're able to save money by cutting out the middleman, which inevitably saves you money. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this Quince try on haul and revisit review. I hope y'all found this video helpful, enjoyable, and a little bit informative. If you did, please give it a like and a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching. I always appreciate each and every one of you. Please stay safe and stay healthy in this wild, crazy, weird world that we're living in. And I'm going to be seeing y'all very, very soon.